So as you think about stepping into this new role, do you have thoughts about what you'd want Serge to look like 10, 20, 30 years from now?
There's three integrations that we need to really be invested in. One, we're still primarily sending millennials, but over the next 10 years, that's going to change. This new generation has experienced a lot more mental health challenges in their youth. They've experienced a lot more economic challenges, and they've experienced a lot more of, I would just say, the harshness of the world.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And so we need to figure out how to winsomely but prophetically invite this generation into God's global mission. It won't just happen automatically. Mm-hmm. I also hope that we have integrated more fully the holism of our vision onto the field. But what I'd long to see in 10 years is when you look at places in the world, you see fuller and fuller expressions of this reaching all people, restoring all things, renewing all believers. That means, for example, while we might have a medical team doing great work, discipling and training medical students and residents, we have a team alongside them doing equally great work, training pastors and discipling church leaders, not just in two different parts of the world, but in one place. So that kind of deeper integration of our vision into particular places. And then finally, what I also expect and long for is a kind of transnational integration in our sending. And so we, I think, over the next 10 to 20 years need to figure out how do we facilitate more sending from more nations to more places.
I love that.
I think if we can integrate those three things in how we are doing the work, that will have tremendous long-term, synergistic positive outcomes. It will be an engine of growth, an engine of mission unto itself. And I'm excited to see it happen.
Awesome.
I long to see it happen.
That's a great vision.
I will say that I have probably learned more over my years through my failures than through my successes. And so I wouldn't want a failure for you, but I do think it really helps to center you as a son, not as an orphan.
Yes.
In this role, everybody wants you to be something or do something for them. But if you can wake up every morning as a son and not as an orphan, I think you'll do well.
Yeah, I've been, we use this phrase at Serge a lot of preaching the gospel to yourself. And, one of the things I've been preaching to myself as I've been preaching it to others this year is this invitation that we are free to take great risks for the kingdom.
I love that.
I'm preaching that to myself because my own predilection to avoid failure, which means to avoid taking risks. So I know I need to hear it.
Well, you add a little people pleasing and then you're a hot mess.
One of the things that's really impressed me as we've been going through this transition together is more than once you've talked to me about leading Serge as something that you've stewarded.
Right.
And so that idea of leadership as stewardship is interesting to me. Can you say more?
I believe God gives everybody passions, gifts, abilities, spiritual gifts. This side of heaven, I believe our job is to steward those gifts for God's glory and for others' good. And so that really helps me to not overly own or manage the role of executive director, but really see it really as a conduit for God's grace through me. Typical leadership resonates with power, with top down, and I think that what we do as we serve the King is the upside down kingdom, where leadership is really being a servant and to serve others, to empower others, to build others up. And not to draw attention to yourself.
Yeah, the aphorism is credit is given, responsibility is taken.
Yeah.
So you lead that way a lot, where you give credit. You're always celebrating other people.
I think celebrating people is important.
And you're also often taking responsibility. of saying this was my failure, this was Serge's failure, we messed this up. It strikes me that when you see leadership as stewardship, that frees you to do that more and more, versus something that you possess yourself.
Absolutely.
I have to say, I've loved knowing you for 20 years and investing in you. I'm very proud of you, and I'd be happy to carry your bags for you.
Wow, thanks, Bob. I wouldn't be here without you. I can only imagine how much I'm going to need you over these coming years as we do this transition.
It's a wrap.